Hey everybody, it's Joel McNinch coming at you today. Super excited to be here. I'm joined by my lovely friend, Miss Crystal, who I'll be introducing to you in just a moment. I'm excited to be here today, guys. We've got something revolutionary to talk to you about today, and that is the introduction of AMÉO Essential Oils to the health and wellness space and the direct distribution industry. So guys, I've been a professional in the direct distribution industry for over 20 years. I started as a broke college student and was able to change my life through this direct distribution or network marketing industry. Very excited about the health and wellness space. I know Crystal's been in this space for a decade plus, and specifically with essential oil. She has vast knowledge and she knows a good thing when she sees one. She's been a very good family friend of ours for several years, very good friend of my wife's as well, and we're just super excited to have Crystal as a part of our team. Guys, I've been with Zija for not quite 2 years, and I'm very excited about this launch of AMÉO Essential Oils. Zija has spent years and years. This isn't something that they just came out with overnight. They've spent years in careful formulation to come out with this. They've actually invested over $10 million, guys, in the launch of this. So this is definitely a well thought out, well executed launch. In fact, it's been the largest launch of essential oils in essential oil history, industry history. So we're super excited. I'm just super impressed and glad to have Crystal aboard. She's a wealth of knowledge. We're going to be doing all kinds of videos to help educate you here on our new Amber Glass Essential Oil group on YouTube. So this will be a one-stop shop for all things essential oils, and we look forward to educating and sharing and just really sharing the goodness of what this is and what it can bring to human health and human wellness. So Crystal, it's yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Joel, and thanks for inviting me into this. And my jaw's still kind of dropped. Like, man, you've been with Zija almost 2 years now. It seems like just yesterday you were like, hey, check out this moringa powder. I remember that. It was fun.
Yep.
So anyway, you rock, and I'm honored to be in your group.
We're honored to have you.
This is fun.
It is.
This is fun. So I'll start out with just a little bit about me. I think the most important thing for me to start with is, dude, I love essential oils.
I can tell.
I love essential oils. So for over 10 years, I've been using essential oils every day. Okay. I've seen results with them in my practice as a massage therapist, as a transformational life coach. They've been very beneficial and helpful. I've seen them benefit my own health, my clients' health, family's health. Sure. I've seen essential oils work for all kinds of things, including when I was living and working for 2 years at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, which is a world-renowned raw food retreat and fasting center in Patagonia, Arizona.
Absolutely. And
now I've seen essential oils affect in my body personally as an expecting mother. Woo! So yeah,
it's a boy.
Nice.
Super fun.
So yeah, I'm really excited, and you know, between essential oils and our nutritional background, this has been a fun 8 months for me.
Awesome.
So, yeah. I'm also co-founder of a raw food snack company. We manufacture and we still do. We manufacture and sell foods on the shelves of Whole Foods. And the reason I even mention that is because a couple of our recipes feature essential oils as ingredients.
Big deal.
Very big deal. I'm also the co-creator of 2 online health programs. One is Juicing for Fat Loss. The other one's Blending for Beauty. And those programs highlight how beneficial essential oils are for cleansing and rejuvenating and being beautiful from the inside out. Wow. Essential oils do a lot.
Yes, they do.
They do a lot. And I'm going to share with you today why they're so effective at what they do. So basically, my main sort of mission and purpose in life is I empower women and their families to take the reins of their own health and wellness and really lead happy, healthy, meaningful lives.
Awesome.
And I do that. I say women first, because what I've recognized is women, they kind of lead their families in health and wellness arena. I mean, most of us do the shopping and, buy the food and stuff. So I figure if I talk with, women, first of all, obviously I can relate to being a woman.
Yeah, sure. You got that.
But then I figure I can influence the whole family unit. Yep. And that's so much more powerful than just one person. And at the same time, it starts with one person at a time.
Hello.
Oh, fun. Okay,
yes.
So that's what I love.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Well, Crystal, I guess let's get into, there's a lot of essential oil companies out there. I mean, great companies, just absolutely benchmark type companies. AMÉO, what really separates it from the pack, and how is clinical grade kind of a bombshell in the essential oil industry?
Bombshell, I like that. I like that. I'm going to start that answer with, so I've been using oils, and I mean top quality, high level essential oils for over 10 years. So I know quality oils when I see it. I've developed my nose to, I can literally put 2 different brands of lavender oil in front of me, and I can tell you which one is the clinical grade.
Wow.
It just smells that different to me. It's that much of a different experience. So I will say, when you called, here I am with my 10 plus years experience in essential oils, and then Joel calls and says, hey, my company is launching essential oil line. I was like, great, congratulations.
Whatever.
No, I really want to share them with you. Okay, Joel, come on over. Let's see. Yeah. I was a little skeptical. I wasn't I was excited at the same time, but all it took was just sniffing, right? All it took was just having an experience with 3 or 4 bottles of AMÉO essential oils, asking you a couple of questions, and then going, this is quality. This is quality product. So first I'll share with you what makes essential oils so effective. And along the way, Joel and I will also share with you why AMÉO's line is so, so therapeutic.
Cool.
It's clinical, awesome. All right.
Awesome.
So here we go. You ready?
Ready.
All right. So there's 4 primary characteristics that make essential oils so effective at what they do. And they're effective for healing, for rejuvenation, for all kinds of things. I call them the 4 pillars of the 4 healing pillars of essential oils. I'm going to give you a little visual on the screen. It's going to cover up Joel for a little bit, but he'll be back. Don't worry. So, by Joel's head. Okay. So 4 healing pillars of essential oils. We have a high oxygen content. They have a small molecular size, a high frequency, and essential oils have divine intelligence. Now I'm going to bring Joel back on the screen, and I'll tell you what all that means, because right now it's like, oh, that's very lovely. Okay. But it doesn't mean a whole lot yet. So let's talk about high oxygen content.
Okay.
Here's why this is important. Oxygen helps deliver nutrients into the cells and wastes and toxins out of the cells. So the more oxygen you have in your body, the better your body is at doing what it naturally does.
Awesome.
So this is what's cool about essential oils. We're not forcing anything. We're not giving the body something and saying, okay, well, here's a little component that's going to make this part of this reaction work better, and we're going to force it. No. We're giving your body the tools it requires to function naturally.
Awesome.
Very, very awesome. To increase oxygen levels, there's a few ways you can do it. There's 3 different ways to take oils anyway. You can take them internally, topically, or inhale them. Mm-hmm. All right. So increasing the amount of oxygen in your environment, in your air, is one of the best ways to get oxygen and essential oils into your body. So, you can rub them on your hands and breathe them in. That's really nice. It's a great way to do it. It'll give you a nice shift feel. Mm-hmm. But if you diffuse oils using your essential oil diffuser, and AMÉO has some great diffuser models, you have a continuous flow of oxygen and essential oils in the air. Awesome. And talk about an easy way to boost immunity in your family. Mm-hmm. Just run a diffuser.
Wow.
A great way to increase oxygen and help you sleep better at night. Mm-hmm. Run a diffuser while you sleep.
Wow.
So diffusing increases the oxygen content, which helps your body do what it's supposed to be doing. So that's why high oxygen content is so important. Okay. Now the second pillar is that essential oils have a small molecular size. Check this out. Mm-hmm. Essential oils don't require digestion.
Right.
They're small enough they can go right into the cells, and that's one of the things AMÉO is so excited about. They have found a way to actually show you visually the oils going into and working with the cells.
Wow.
So, and you've seen that. I mean, you told me about it, right?
Oh yeah, cell permeability. Yeah,
cell permeability,
yep,
right?
Yep.
And they have, I've even like typed in my little batch code on the AMÉO different website and seen how different oils actually penetrate the body cells. So wow. It's pretty cool to see. AMÉO's the first company who's found a way to visually show us that.
Wow.
So the thing about not requiring digestion, Joel, I think this is a really good time for us to just have a chat, because if your body doesn't require digesting something, it goes right into the cells. That can be really awesome.
Yep. Sure.
I mean, there are so many different types of essential oils on the market. Mm-hmm. So I could go to a health food store and buy a bottle of essential oil. I can purchase a bottle of essential oil from AMÉO. Those are two very different products. So with the certified difference, what I love about AMÉO is they ensure that your oil quality is clinical grade.
Wow. That
you can actually take it internally. You can actually apply it directly to your skin with no harmful side effects, only benefits.
Wow.
So, as an example, there's a lot, lavender. Lavender essential oil is widely available.
Sure.
But most of what's on the market, there is more lavender produced on the market than it is scientifically possible to produce at a clinical grade.
Wow.
So it's not to knock any other some companies use it for fragrance, some use it for cosmetics. So, not everybody, quote, needs to have therapeutic grade, but that's what we're using it for. We're using this to have real life transforming benefits, not just to smell good.
Right.
Smelling good's nice.
Right.
Sure. So, in fact, we smell good right now. We have a little diffuser happening.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Balsam fir in it. So, we don't know, like what's at the store. Has it been harvested at the right time for it to have its full therapeutic healing properties?
Right.
Is it in its pure form? A lot of what's even in essential oils in the store, you don't know if it's lavender or if it's lavandin or if it's been cut with lavandin. Or those are two different things.
Right.
One can actually help heal burns and the other one irritates them.
Wow.
So we know with AMÉO, we have pure lavender, true lavender, Augustifolia.
There it is.
Brink. Whoops. Brink. There you go. I love AMÉO's packaging too, by the way. It's very beautiful. So that's why, here's the certified difference. When you ordered your kit, right? You get the certified difference brochure. Man, study this thing. It is good. You can see I'm highlighting stuff in here, people. and I know about this stuff, right? I'm like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, I can tell people this. There's quality in how these oils are sourced and in how they're brought to the facilities to be diffused, and how there's thought and purpose in every step.
Wow.
Of the process. So that's huge. I know I spent a little longer on that than I intended, but I'm impressed by it. So
wow. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So things like medications, herbs, superfoods, they have to be digested to, for your body to really benefit from them. Well, the thing is, you've heard you are what you eat. Well, I'm going to take that a little further and say you are what you assimilate.
Ooh, yeah.
Because everything I eat doesn't necessarily digest well.
True.
Right? My body doesn't use all those nutrients. But check this out. Adding essential oils to your foods, to your supplements, right?
Yep.
It helps them digest better. It helps you assimilate. So here's a golden nugget.
Okay, ready.
All right, you ready?
Golden nugget.
Add a couple of drops of essential oil of lemon or orange or tangerine or even bergamot to your Zija Moringa products.
Wow.
Supercharge your Zija superfoods.
So better assimilation.
Better assimilation. That means you can get even more bang for your buck.
Wow.
How effective is Zija already?
Absolutely.
Right? Now you're adding essential oils. That means you're going to be able to bring in even more of the nutrients.
Wow.
Expel the waste more beneficially, right? More efficiently.
Right.
and just get that much more benefit from it.
Wow. Huge.
Huge. Very cool.
Awesome.
So let's move on to the third one. Essential oils have the highest electromagnetic frequency of any substance known to man.
Okay.
Okay. What? I mean, that's cool, but it's kind of like a la thing. So check out, I know you can't see it in the camera, but this chart behind me has a whole electromagnetic frequency scale. And it starts at 0. 0 megahertz is the frequency of death, because if you're not alive, you're not vibrating. That's just kind of fact. And it goes all the way up to 320 megahertz. Now, the human body vibrates right in here around 62 to 78 megahertz. Essential oils, the essential oil of rose vibrates at 320 megahertz.
Man.
Now that's cool. One, it helps me justify the investment of a bottle of rose oil.
Hello.
But it helps me understand how precious it is.
Wow.
I mean that and just sometimes you don't even have to just smelling it, right?
Can bring up your vibration.
It can. Have you had an experience with this? I mean,
I have.
Yeah. That doesn't mean, just to clarify what I'm saying, that doesn't mean if I have the flu and I sniff some lemon oil, I'm going to get better right now.
Right.
It does mean, I mean, like do your own little experiment with it, right?
Sure.
Put some oils in your hand, inhale, and just breathe and notice what happens. I mean, immediately you relax. You shift whatever else was going on in your life. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, everything's okay now.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that. Do you have that?
Yeah, no, I
experience?
do.
Okay.
It's amazing how much smell contributes to our overall wellness. Just the sense, or what we're intaking through our olfactory process.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So your olfactory, your sense of smell goes straight to your limbic brain.
Wow.
Which is your emotional center. So when you bring in, I mean, you can do the negative side. You know, if you walk in and smell a horrendous smell, you're immediately like, right? Your whole body's like shutting down.
Right.
But you walk in and you smell something that smells really good. I mean, people walk, we diffuse essential oils in here all the time.
Oh yeah.
We've got all kinds of great stuff going on. People walk in our front door, the first thing they say is, oh my gosh, it feels really good in here. And the second thing they say is, man, it smells great in here.
Yep.
So from the second people walk in the door, they're like more relaxed. They're in a good mood. They're happy.
Cool. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Super cool.
Yeah. Okay. And fourth, essential oils have natural intelligence. Right now, this is cool. So essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They deliver oxygen to the plant cells and carry toxins out and waste out of the plant cells. They do the same thing in our body. So essential oils are great at detoxifying and cleansing petrochemicals, plastics, heavy metals, acid wastes, and they are remarkably fast. Now I know you can see the cell permeability little clips on the AMÉO Difference website. You can see how fast some of this happens, right? Oh, I didn't love the balloon. Oh, we were going to show you the coolest thing. You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So Joel's going to blow up the balloon, and we're going to show you how fast. Now, balloons are made of plastic, rubber, and some petrochemicals, right? So the idea is we have a bottle of AMÉO's essential oil of lemon, right? Lemon especially is very good at dissolving oils and petrochemicals. So we're going to use lemon, and that's why. How fast do you think it could dissolve through and pop this balloon, right? I mean,
I was blown away. The first, I mean, I couldn't believe it, right? So
we did this here. Joel's seen this before.
It's crazy.
I'm going to let you do this because you're so good.
Man.
I will tell you guys, it's going to be loud. So just be prepared.
Okay, take a guess, guys. Whatever you're thinking. How many minutes, how many, whatever, seconds?
Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay.
Jeez.
We have essential oils on the screen. I'll clean that off later. Good thing lemon, by the way, is a really good solvent. It's a very good cleaner. So all I have to do is just wipe the screen down, and the lemon's helping.
Awesome. Man, that's incredible. One drop.
One drop. Yeah. I think 2 came out, but I mean, it was No, it was 1 drop, 2 seconds.
Yes.
Holy cow. Yeah. Very cool. So that's now, little disclaimer. Essential oils do not explode your cell walls. Good thing, right?
Right.
That's a demonstration.
Yeah.
That's just a demonstration of how effective it is at how effective essential oils are at dissolving petrochemicals and plastics.
Wow.
Right.
We're living in such a toxic day and age. I mean, Crystal, even if we try to live as clean as we can, we're exposed to just EMF, all kinds of stuff we don't really necessarily want to be exposed to every minute of every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And here's another thing about divine intelligence is not only are essential oils supremely effective at what they do, they have this intelligence where you don't have to know exactly which oil to use for things, and you don't have to know exactly where to apply it because they know where to go and they know what to do. So essential oils they're so cool. Some of them have natural hormone-like properties.
Wow. Which
don't mimic or lock up your hormone receptors. They work with your natural hormone function.
Awesome.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
That's very cool. So very cool. You don't have to worry about maybe this is going to interfere with my hormone balance. No, if you don't need it, it'll just go somewhere else.
Wow. So it's almost like an adaptogen type thing.
Exactly.
Wow.
A lot like an adaptogen. So those are the four healing pillars of essential oils.
Cool.
High oxygen content, a small molecular size, high electromagnetic frequency, and they possess divine intelligence, or a natural intelligence. If you don't like the divine word, whatever you like, just find one that fits you.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, I thought we might move into just some ways to utilize these oils. Obviously, there's many oils, and you could probably lose yourself and like, where do I even get started? But what are maybe just like 3 basic ways to utilize them, and also some safety tips? These are very powerful oils, and I mean, people, there's a little bit of a wherefore, maybe some need to know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there's 3 main ways to use essential oils. You can apply essential oils topically to your skin, and you can inhale oils, or you can actually take them internally. Now, I'm going to start with inhalation, right?
Okay.
Inhalation, you can rub oils on your hand and breathe them in, just like that, right? You can diffuse, which we talked about earlier. Diffusing is the best way to create an oxygen-rich environment.
Wow.
We have diffusers going every day. We got diffusers in multiple rooms in our house, right? You certainly don't have to do that, but we just love our oils.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they go. And as a distributor, it's really wise to share with people the importance of diffusing, because diffusion, A, you're helping people benefit their health. And B, you use more oils when you diffuse them.
Right.
So it helps people get the oils into their life on a regular basis so they can benefit from. Otherwise, you have to remember to use
decision,
them.
right? Yeah.
And that'll come after you diffuse them for a while, and oh wow, I'm noticing a difference.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's a good little tip.
Huge. So maybe just to digress a minute, but there's a lot of allergens, airborne allergens in people's home, toxic paint, all kinds of stuff. What are just an oil or 2 that people can utilize out of AMÉO's blends in their home, or even some singles that will really just kind of the staple of just cleaning the air and maybe antiviral or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, for cleaning and clearing the air, the one I really like is the Pro Shield. Has a nice cinnamon kind of an aroma. Also, if you want to, our basic 3 oils that I'll be talking about are lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Whether we do that today or in another video, that's what I'll be talking about. So any of those 3, lemon, lavender, peppermint. Lemon is a great cleanser. And peppermint's really refreshing.
Yeah.
But as far as actually cleaning, being known for cleaning the air and really boosting immune system at the same time, that's
peppermint.
Where
Peppermint?
peppermint, I was actually going to say Pro Shield.
Wow. Yep. Okay.
Pro
Roger
Shield.
that.
Yeah. Peppermint actually is very supportive for mental alertness, mental clarity. Peppermint, there was a study. There's so many studies with essential oils, which is another cool thing about them, scientific studies. There's a study that showed that children who diffused peppermint oil, essential oil peppermint, while they were taking tests, had better memory recall and made better scores on their tests.
Wow.
So you could always take a little tissue and fold it up and put a couple drops of peppermint oil on it, put it inside of a little zip bag, and send it to school with them.
Wow. That's cool.
Or even better, if you have a really cool school, maybe they'll diffuse them in the classroom.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's an idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the three, actually, going back to the 3 ways to use oils. So inhalation is one that's very effective. I'm saving the other 2 for after that, because the other 2, topical and internal, those are the 2 where you have to make sure you have a really good quality
Gotcha.
clinical grade oil.
Gotcha.
That's essential, because you're ingesting it.
Right.
I mean, even with diffusion, you're ingesting it, right? It's coming in. But I mean, if you're putting it straight in your body, and you can do it in a veggie cap, or you can. We talked about putting a few drops of lemon in your go-go juice.
Yep. Smart mix.
Your smart mix. And then, thank you. I totally forgot the name of it. So I
no
apologize.
problem. It's okay.
So look at me. I'm all red and embarrassed. So then you can put a couple of drops of lemon in your water. You could add one. Oh, here's a good trick. If you have any kind of bloating, this might be for the ladies, but any kind of bloating, any kind of digestive upset. What about that time when you just have way too many chicken wings? Okay, that happens. Not with me, but somebody.
Me neither.
Somebody. But you there are even times with us. Too much of a good thing is too much. So there are times when I overeat, and I'm like, okay, that was a little too much. Put a drop of peppermint in a small glass of water, maybe 1 or 2 ounces. Just drink it right down. That bloating is gone in a matter of 30 to 60 seconds.
So a lot of people will drink like peppermint tea for digestion, a cup of peppermint tea. I mean, what's the difference between a drop of oil and, say, like a cup of peppermint tea? How's that different?
So 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent in its effectiveness to, depending on what you're reading and who you're listening to, somewhere between 24 and 28 cups of peppermint tea.
1 drop.
1 drop.
Wow.
1 drop.
Yeah.
It's also very beneficial for headaches, and I'll get into the details of peppermint later another time, but it's awesome. So that's how you can take it internally. You can even put it in water and drink it. If it's hot, like it gets hot in Austin here. Yeah. So have your water. Have a nice big bottle of water. 1 drop of peppermint in a bottle this size. That is refreshing. Yeah. Cooling, minty, fresh. It's really nice.
For sure. Yeah.
Really nice. Like I said, lemon, any of the citrus oils you can add to water and drink those. Any of the citrus oils are really good in green juices and vegetable juices. Yeah. Any kind of green powders you're having, like your super mix. And then you can also, I do a lot of raw food desserts, and I'll use essential oil of lemon or orange, and there's some other essential oils you can use as well. There's a few that you need to know about. Here's some cool stuff. Okay. How do you know which essential oils you can take internally and which not? Because some are cool for internal consumption and some aren't made for that. Right. So here's the trick. You have your bottle of oil, right? So this is the peppermint. And if you look, it has a supplement facts panel. Gotcha. If your oil has a supplement facts panel, it is good to go for internal consumption. You can take it internally. Now, I'll tell you, like in the case of lavender, it has a supplement facts. You can take it internally. And there might be a few things, like if I was cooking some scones, I might add it to that. But as a lavender is strong. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even want to add a drop to a whole entire, maybe a drop to a full pitcher of water. Wow. Right? Just because it's that potent. I mean, that's a lot of lavender to be drinking. Absolutely. That's a big flavor. But this one surprised me, wintergreen. Well, it didn't surprise me, but it might surprise a lot of people, because wintergreen is a flavor we're accustomed to seeing in all kinds of stuff, from chewing gum to whatever. Wintergreen does not have a on it. Wow. Okay, so this is not for internal consumption. That's one of the reasons it has a safety cap on it. But it is very good for relieving sore muscles.
For sure.
Yep. And so you'll see there's a couple of blends like this one. I just grabbed the Soothing Air, no supplement label. Whereas the Trim and Tone, get this in there, has a supplement label.
Wow.
Right? So that's a very simple and easy way you can know. And then there's also some other things to know, like, for example, oregano. I know at AMÉO, really, like, oregano is in all of their starter kits. It's a great oil. It's very effective. It's also a very hot oil.
Wow.
So that is not one you would want to drop right on your tongue or even have in a glass of water.
Rock your world, yeah.
Yeah, I would put that in a veggie cap if I was going to take it internally and make sure it got past my delicate tissues before it released into my system.
Sure.
Okay. If I was going to, I mean, one way I can think about using it to cook is if you're making a salad dressing, you're making kind of a large quantity, 1 drop. Wow. In a lot of oil, right?
Sure.
Olive oil. And, you know, put some other herbs in there and herbs and oregano. It will taste amazing.
Wow.
You know, it'll if you're a person who likes to marinate things before you cook them, that would probably be something really good to marinate.
Super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I can talk about this stuff forever. How are we?
We're gonna, man. We're gonna hit everything. I think we're 20 minutes in or something. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I think we're about 30.
Okay.
We're getting close to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'll go ahead and talk about topical application, and then we'll wrap up, and I'll save the top 3 oils for another video.
Deal.
All right. So topical application, there's a number of different ways to apply oils topically. Let me just make sure I was clear. I apologize, but I'm going to make sure I was clear about ingesting. Veggie cap, that's one way you can do it. You can put it in water. You can add it to food. So those are all ways you can do it internally. Some of them, like peppermint, if I'm having a time where, like, I notice I'm real fuzzy, foggy-headed, like,
yeah,
happens sometimes.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
I put a drop of peppermint on my hand. I just lick it off.
Wow.
Chase it with water. It's pretty intense that way. You know, definitely don't do it with your children that way, but you know, you can handle it.
Sure.
And man, I'm good to go. Like, clarity wakes me if I'm driving and I'm getting that kind of sleepy road thing.
Yeah.
Drop a peppermint on my hand. I'm good. I'm awake. Of course, it's probably because I'm breathing peppermint through the backs of my eyes at that point. But whatever works.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Very invigorating. Yeah.
Yeah. So topical application. This is another reason why you want to make sure you have clinical grade therapeutic oils. You don't want any toxic tag-alongs or chemical constituents in there, because what you put on your skin, your body absorbs. You may as well have eaten it.
Eesh.
That's how it works.
Wow.
I mean, that's just, your skin is your largest organ.
Right.
So what you put on your skin goes in.
Wow.
Oh, but has anyone trademarked that yet? That's pretty good. All right. So you can apply essential oils, clinical grade, like AMÉO carries, straight to your skin.
Wow.
Or you can dilute them in a little carrier oil. Like, I love that AMÉO has the fractionated coconut oil. Yep. That, I think everybody should have a bottle of that in their house.
So, like, why would we need that?
Why would you need that? So let's say you have a child and they're having a tummy ache, and you know that peppermint will help, but it's a little strong because they're little. Right. Right. So take maybe you can get a small glass bottle, or if all you have handy is your hands, right? Sure. Put like a teaspoon or so of fractionated coconut oil in your hand. Add like just a couple drops of peppermint, mix it together, and then put that on their tummy. What that does is it dilutes the potency of the peppermint. Gotcha. So that they're still getting it, but they don't, if you give it to them straight, they might get too much tingling for their comfort. Sure. Whereas if you had a time where you were feeling a little uncomfortable digestive wise, you could just drop, 3 or 4 drops, maybe even up to 6 drops right on your belly, rub it in, but then take the coconut oil and rub that on top. Anytime you apply an oil neat, that's what it means we put on, what you call it when you put it on straight. Sure. Neat. Then put the fractionated coconut oil on top, because essential oils are very volatile, right? So they will, because they diffuse into the air, right? Yep. So to keep them from just diffusing into the air, you in the coconut oil.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it'll stay working on the tissue and
exactly. It'll go in rather than diffusing off.
Awesome.
Right. I mean, you'll still get benefit from it even if you don't have coconut oil handy. And if you don't have the fractionated coconut oil handy and you just have regular coconut oil, you can do that. Even if you have a little olive oil is kind of sticky, but you know, it still works. It's just not as like the fractionated coconut oil goes on really smooth and silky. It doesn't leave like a sticky, stuff.
I'm with you.
So, yeah. So there we go. I mean, topical, inhalation, and internal.
Yep.
Right. And then we had the 4 pillars we talked about. And I'm just going to do another video on the top 3 oils. And then we'll do another video on how to share these oils with people. So when you're like, you're a new distributor,
right?
Just imagine.
Yep.
I mean, you've been new once.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. So you're a new distributor and you have like, you know, through your direct experience that these oils are awesome, but how do you tell other people about it?
Sure.
And not just like fumble all over yourself.
Exactly.
So I'm going to give you some really cool little hints and tips and tricks. I'll show you how I organize myself in my oil case when I go see people. I'll show you, you know, the importance of bringing a diffuser, and I'll show you, you know, just like the trick we did today, supplement label, no supplement label. These are things you can share with people to help them feel like a pro. I mean, how much better prepared do you feel now than before we just today? And I, you know, that's just giving you like the basics of how you know what you have is a good thing.
Awesome. Super cool, Crystal. Well, guys, that's it from us today at the Amber Glass Essential Oil Group. We'll be back with many more videos. And Crystal, thank you so much for your time and just sharing your heart. I know you're really passionate about what you do, and it comes out when you speak, and you just emit that, right? Like, so just thanks for taking time.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.